What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, redemptionagency.com. 23 years selling full-time on eBay. Changing brake pads, driving permitted. I don't like you. All right, it better let me drive back home. Some of these Porsches can be weird when it comes to what it allow you to do when certain things come on the thing. So I'm not turning my car off. So here's where I'm at. Yeah, so we're going to talk about, do I abandon my 23-year-old eBay account? So the more and more I transfer transfer items over to this new store, the more and more I'm understanding that they are acting totally different, even though all my settings are the same, meaning I promote the exact same amounts. And actually, my items, when I'm transferring them over, are 10% higher on my new store, because instead of running a 30% sale like I am on my old store, I'm running a 20% sale on my new store. So I'm actually making more money off the items I am shipping over, or transferring over. So overnight, I'm getting better action on my new store. And it's not that far off on some days from my numbers. And I've got 2,200 items in my new store, 60,000 items in my old store. So I got up a little late today because I slept in, trying to still get over this crap. And my big store at 9:30 had $54 in sales. You know, I like to be $200 at 10 o'clock. So that's when I know things are at least working well overnight. But here lately, even if I've been getting close to that number, it's been just, I'm having hours in the day where nothing's coming through and it doesn't make any sense. So the new store this morning at 9:30, $58. So not much difference, but when you compare the size of the stores and the fact that the majority of the stuff in the new account is straight from the old account. So I am right now going to start working off the premise that I'm going to abandon my 23-year-old account. Now, I'm going to do this as a process just in case things get fixed before I get to the end. So the majority of my days right now are going to be transferring the rest of my clothing, shoes, purses, accessories. Oh, my brake light's on too. Over into the new store. I'm thinking, I haven't checked the numbers. There's probably maybe 2,000 to 3,000 more pieces to move over. So that'll put me about 4,000 to 5,000 items in my new store. And I'm thinking if that store hits the daily number of, my average daily sales between $300 and $400 after only having, say, 5,000 items in that store, that I'm going forward with abandoning. The next step will go into effect. The next phase after that, then, if I see the results that I'm thinking I'm going to see, I'm going to start moving the hats over into the new store and just make that part of my clothing store. Man, talking too much is hurting my throat. Then if I keep getting the results I think I will get at that time, I'm sorry, I'll create another account and start moving the rest of the stuff, because there's no point in suffering if there's no need to suffer. And if it means all I have to do is just move my stuff to another store and I'll have better sales, because the eBay machine is not working properly, then that's what I got to do. And that's what I will do. So that's where I'm going right now. That is the plan. So most of the majority of my days will be moving items over to get all the clothing. I'll set a goal that I want to get all the clothing, shoes, purses, accessories over into the new store before the end of the year, clearly. The thing about Ink Frog is I can only do them one by one, but it's still quick, but it's still one by one. When you do it by bulk, it's kind of messy. So I'm not happy with that because I don't want to lose anything or mess anything up, especially if I'm doing like 25, 50 items at the same time. I don't want to lose those listings. And what I've learned about Ink Frog is I got to check back today. Like I took 2, did it in bulk as the test, but then when I still separated it by store, it still put the items that I listed in the new store still showing they're in the old store via the detailed search. So it may take longer to update and say, oh, no, it's not in the old store, it's in the new store now. When you do it by one at a time, it automatically shifts it so it's not messy. So when you do it by bulk, it seems like leaves it messy, and you can have items showing on Ink Frog that are in the old store when they're in the new store. And I don't want to try to it won't allow you to double list or anything like that, but I could end up doing double the work by clicking on it and ending it and relisting it in the same store. And I don't want to do that. That's wasted time, wasted work, wasted energy, wasted eBay insertions. So as of right now, it's messy. So it's one by one. So yeah. But it's still pretty convenient compared to ending and transferring the pictures and everything over yourself and stuff. So, but anyway, so that's my game plan. So that's what it's looking like right now at this moment. Compared to the way the last 3 years have been, if I'm getting better results on a whole hell of a lot less of the items in the new store, then it only makes sense to keep going. So it's sad that we would have to abandon a 23-year-old account with all that feedback, with all those sales, all that history, and we just got to throw it away. Then again, what is feedback anymore? Feedback doesn't matter on eBay anymore. Only 25 to 30% of buyers leave feedback. Hell, I don't even leave feedback when I buy stuff for people. I just don't. They need to set it up where it's automatic, where if there's no feedback left after 90 days, then it's automatically a positive feedback. But I don't know. There's just the decisions that are being made are just hurtful to not just us sellers, but it's hurtful to the eBay platform. And that's the sad part. From what eBay has become, I mean, what it was to what it has become is just night and day almost. And it's sad because it's such an iconic name. I was thinking yesterday, if somebody like Shopify, if they created a website, this is what eBay is these days. If Shopify created a website and it's called Shopify Plus, and they pulled everybody who's ever opened a Shopify store, all their items onto this platform as an extension of their own store, and they promoted it and charged you a promotion to promote on it like eBay does on eBay, you'd be like, oh yes, that's the way to go. That's awesome. Because it's going to get my stuff out there more. Instead of you promoting it yourself, say on Google or, so that's what I see eBay as these days. It's like if Shopify did something like that, like a Shopify Plus and moved, that's what I see eBay is today. It's just a platform that's pulling everybody's store into one platform, but the platform doesn't work. The platform is defective. And it's pretty sad when they started as that platform. It's not something new. Like if Shopify did something like that, you could expect bugs because it's a brand new thing. How old is eBay? 1995? Going on 30 years? It's pretty sad what it's become. Tell me what you guys think. Hit below your frustrations, what you think, good idea, bad idea, sad idea that has to come to this. Is it something you're going to try? Something's got to be done. So that's where I'm headed. So thanks everybody. I got to drop this mail off and get back home and start transferring more clothing over, because that's what I'm going to concentrate first and foremost on, above even listing new items. So it's pretty sad because it's the fourth quarter. But all right, I'll see you all in the next video.